Disney's ESPN is negotiating with the NFL over the price of one of cable TV's highest-rated programs, none other than Monday Night Football. According to Sports Business Daily, ESPN may end up paying almost $2 billion a year for the TV rights. We're joined now by Brad Adgate, Senior Vice President of Research at Horizon Media Services Advisory Company. Brad, you think it's a great deal? My question is, for whom? The NFL or for ESPN?
Oh, I think it's a great deal for both of them. I think they both need each other. I mean, if you had to think of two marketing machines, it's the NFL and ESPN, just multi-platform opportunities. And as you pointed out, ESPN is by far and away the most watched cable program with this year 14.7 million viewers each Monday night.
Okay, well, let's talk, though, about the numbers involved, because I wonder how it can be a great deal for both when ESPN is effectively going to have to double the amount that it pays for the rights to Monday Night Football. They're currently in an 8-year contract valued slightly north of $8 billion. This would make it almost $2 billion a year. So has the value of Monday Night Football really doubled?
Well, I think going forward it will be. I mean, you got to realize this deal may not look that great in 2014 when it starts, but by 2022, 2023, this could very well be a bargain based on how well sports has been doing, particularly the NFL. So, yeah, I think it's a great deal for both of them. And of course, you know, the NFL has this collective bargaining agreement that expires in March, and, you know, it's all tied into revenue. You know, the league makes about $8 billion a year in revenue. They want to triple it by 2027, so this will help.
What won't help, though, is if there's a lockout, right? And there are no NFL football games over the course of next season. You know, how would that go down with advertisers? How would that go down with Disney shareholders?
Oh, I think ESPN, of all the companies or all the networks that broadcast football, ESPN would be hurt the most because so much of the ancillary products, you know, the NFL pregame shows, the sports centers, all of that in fourth quarter is tied into the NFL. So they'll take a pretty big loss in terms of viewing and advertising if that occurs.
Let's talk about the risks to Disney and ESPN from the efforts that all professional leagues, including the NFL, are trying to make to own and control their content. They're trying to do more streaming, for example. Our friend David Bank, our friend and your friend at RBC Capital Markets, points to the fact that there is this symbiotic relationship, but one that the leagues would like to get out of eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of these things going forward, and one of the risks in 2023 is who knows how people are going to be consuming information. You know, what ESPN would like is certainly the network, the Monday Night Football, which they'll get radio, but mobile. You know, for instance, Verizon just cut a 4-year deal with the NFL in streaming content, with getting the Red Zone and out-of-home games, and of course ESPN3, their broadband network. Now, right now, you know, DirecTV offers that, and I think the NFL just expanded that to everybody, and it costs subscribers $360 a year to get out-of-home games online. The NFL would like to control that. ESPN wants a piece of that. You know, ESPN would also like the postseason games, which the NFL is reluctant to do because ESPN isn't everywhere, only 86% of the country. So there's a lot of backroom stuff that I think that's going to be worked out.
Well, the stakes are clearly high, and perhaps high enough for it to be worth almost $2 billion a year for ESPN to sign this new deal with the NFL. We'll have to see. Brad, great to have you here in the Inside Track. Brad Adgate of Horizon Media.